in Foothill Ranch. My name is Mona Cabrera. I'm a registered dietitian of the lifestyle program here, and I am back today for another healthy, easy cooking demonstration. Thank you all for joining. If you're new to our channel, let me tell you, you might want to hit the subscription button below. It's the bell. You will get notifications when we have things coming on live here, and we have things in this room that are exciting most days of the week. So let me just tell you a little bit about that. So on every other Tuesday, I have a nutrition topic that we talk about. Every Wednesday, 2 o'clock, we have this cooking demonstration. Today got moved to Thursday. And most days of the week, we also have a fun 30-minute exercise class, from stability to boot camp to HIIT exercise classes. So we got a lot of things going on in here. So today, keep thinking it's Wednesday. So today's Thursday. I can already see the weekend. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm coming on today because I wanted to bring you another fast, easy, healthy breakfast that is going to just really give you that energy in the morning to get you through your morning with a lot of energy, feel productive, and really help stabilize that blood sugar. You're not going to be crashing within an hour. You're going to eat this breakfast and go for 4 hours, and that is the goal when we break our fast. We want to eat and then be done, right? And get going to, through the morning so we can get to lunchtime. So it is high protein, it is gluten-free, and you can make it dairy-free. I'm gonna have a little dairy in there today with a little bit of mozzarella cheese and some hard healthy fats with some avocado and lots of fiber, which helps stabilize our blood sugar, and lots of protein from our eggs that are gonna help stabilize our blood sugar through the morning. So let's get started. If you have any questions at any time, put them in the chat box. I can see them here. I will be looking, and I will just make sure. So if you can't hear me, let me know, because sometimes we got some sound issues. So let's get started. You might already have the ingredients. There's so many ways to make this comfort casserole with different vegetables, but today I took more of a, let's say, Mexican themed, with bell peppers, red onion, avocado, mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to add in one chicken sausage. That's a lean chicken sausage. I know a lot of people will put some bacon in there. I didn't want to make a mess with splashing bacon, so I didn't do bacon. But that's also an option if you like to use bacon. Just put a few slices in the whole casserole, and it adds that flavor that you might like. Go ahead and do that. And we are using, for the whole recipe, you could do a whole red bell pepper, whole green bell pepper, and red bell pepper. You can do any color you want, orange, yellow. A little bit more nutrition in the reds, just because they are more ripe than the green. Those were picked a little earlier on the vine. So, but use whichever peppers you want to do. I have a few fresh garlic cloves here. If you want to keep it really simple, use your garlic powder or the garlic tube. It doesn't have to be fresh. We want to use less time in the kitchen, but make healthy meals, right? So I'm all about quick meals that are gonna serve us and keep us healthy and give us energy and make us feel good. So that's what we're doing here. So we need, so the whole recipe calls for 12 eggs. So I'm doing half the recipe today because I used half of the ingredients to show you at the end what it looks like. So I'm using one russet potato in the recipe, chopped up really small. It's already cooking here because I wanted them to, I didn't want to sit here and watch it cook. It does take about 5 minutes to get them a little bit soft. Chop them up as small as you can, one russet potato. So that's just on here cooking, because now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients so you don't have to watch too much of me just looking at that, right? We want one red onion finely chopped. We're going to chop up this red bell pepper and green finely chopped. And then for the milk, it's 1/3 of a cup. You can use whatever milk you like, lactose-free, regular, 2%, If you don't do any dairy, you can use like an almond milk, really no flavor, right? You could do that too. So let's just chop this really fine, and we'll add the red onion and the bell peppers to the softened potatoes here in our skillet. So you need a large skillet. We got our chopped garlic and just a couple cloves. Okay, let's chop up our green. Hope you guys are having a great day. How's it going? Your week is flying by like mine. If you have any questions, put it in the live chat. And always thanks for joining. I always like to see where people are tuning in from. If you want to let me know, that would be great. So oftentimes we skip breakfast because we're so busy in the morning and we need to get to work or what have you. And so this is something that you can meal prep on the weekend. You're gonna see it takes 5 minutes. I mean, really. And then you could just heat up a little portion every morning. Either eat it when you get to work or, you know, whenever you get hungry. And that would be your breakfast. It has everything we need in it. It has some carbs, some healthy fat and fiber and protein, which really consists of that balanced meal. So if peppers are not your deal, like you don't really enjoy them, you can switch this up. You can use broccoli and artichokes. So you can use any vegetable you want. Asparagus, broccoli, and artichokes. I make this almost every week, so I'm just trying to think of combinations that we've done. Let's see. We do mostly a Mexican version, this one. But yeah, you can definitely use any vegetable you want. I don't have mushrooms today. You can add mushrooms. I've done one where I've added some corn tortillas inside. If you need a little bit more carbs. I've done one with sweet potatoes if you don't want to do russet potatoes. If you like more of the sweeter taste. I love russet potatoes and lots of potassium and fiber, so I'm good with that. So it's really up to you how you modify the recipe. And like I always say, the recipe's yours just as a guide, but if you really want to modify it, please do so you can enjoy your meal too. So let's get started. We're gonna crack, so the recipe for a 9 by 11 Pyrex is gonna be 12 eggs. So I'm just doing half. Oh, you know what, before I do this, let me add in our veggies so they can cook with our potatoes. So before you do the eggs, you're just preparing these veggies. The potatoes have been cooking for about 4 minutes, medium heat. They're cut really small, like you can see here, and so it doesn't take too long to cook. Sweet potatoes cook a little bit faster. Okay, so I'm going to add these in. Beautiful rainbow here. Love all the colors. More colors, more fiber. And we're all trying to add in more colors into our diet. All those vitamin C, antioxidants, fighting oxidative damage, help fight cancer, help lower blood pressure, help lower cholesterol, our metabolic health. So many benefits here. Just gonna make sure these are really small. So more colors, the better for our health and cell repair. Okay, so let this cook here, and now we're gonna prepare our eggs. Okay, let me just get a paper towel. Okay. So we got our eggs, and if you got kids that love to get in the kitchen and help you, that's even better, because when kids help in the kitchen, they're more likely to eat the food, right? So it gives them the opportunity to see the vegetables, taste the vegetables, talk about the vegetables with you. and hopefully they eat it. And then they can tell you how they want to make it next time. All right, so we're just gonna beat these eggs after we add the milk. We also need to add the sausage. It's a cooked chicken sausage, so it doesn't really need to cook that much in there. We'll add it chopped up. Okay, so we got a 1/3 cup of milk of choice. Okay, and we just beat it. So you just beat the eggs like you're making scrambled eggs. And this cooks in the oven 400 for 25 to 30 minutes. So the prep part you can see is really quick, okay? So let's look at our cooked veggies. So my skillet is a little slow, unfortunately, because of this setup I have. But yours is gonna be really fast on the stove. So your veggies are gonna cook pretty fast here. So, any questions so far? Is this something that you would make and eat during the week? And so, if you would, let me know. Would you keep it this way or would you modify it? Okay, so this is cooking. So this could be eaten for breakfast, obviously, but you can also eat it for lunch or for dinner. I love breakfast for dinner. So if you don't do eggs for the morning meal, maybe you want to take it for lunch or you eat it for dinner when you get home. Just, it's already prepped and ready to go and cooked, so it's really gonna help you just eat healthier meals at home. And the more we eat at home, the healthier we are. Studies have shown more home-cooked meals really improves our health parameters. So, just want to make sure all the potatoes are small. So if you don't want to do, if you don't want to chop up your own potato, if you want to skip that, you can find in the grocery store just shredded potatoes. Not like fried hash browns or anything, but it's just like the raw shredded potatoes in the freezer section. And you can also use that. So it'd be more shredded potatoes in the recipe. And that always works out great. Okay, so that's still cooking. I'm gonna chop up our sausage. Okay, just small pieces. And if you don't want any sausage, I've made it with ground turkey before. So you can just cook some ground turkey in a pan. And you could add taco seasoning if you like that to keep with the Mexican flavor here. So you could do that. The spices I have today that we're gonna add to our veggies are ground cumin. And I forgot the salt, but we're gonna add a little salt and pepper. But cumin, and then I had some extra spicy Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free. So, big mixture, but it's called the extra spicy. So some spices here. Cayenne, a little bit of rosemary. It's a great little spice. I love Mrs. Dash because it doesn't have the salt. And she has so many different spices out there on the shelf, and that's Mrs. Dash. They're salt-free, especially if you're looking to reduce your salt intake and control it with a pinch of salt. The Mrs. Dashes are great. Maybe you're on a low sodium diet and you need to really avoid the salt, you can use Mrs. Dash spices. Okay, so that's cooking. And finishing up this sausage, I like them in tiny pieces, and I'm just adding one. A little bit more protein and flavor. So like I said, a lot of variations. You can leave this step out. You can do a few slices of bacon for the whole pan. That would add a little bit more salt that way. But everybody's needs and dietary needs are so different. So you have to make the dish according to your likes and dietary needs and health concerns. Okay. Okay, finely chopped sausage there. Now I'm gonna get our Pyrex and we'll put that in. We will add the cheese at the end and we'll add some sliced avocado. I think this one's soft enough. Okay. Any questions so far? Got a quiet group today. Are you guys cooking with me? Do you have these ingredients at home? You guys cooking this? It's great for the weekend. Makes a great brunch dish. If you're having people over or a holiday, Christmas morning, it's a great, my mom used to always cook this for us. Okay, so it's gonna be a bigger pan. You're gonna use your 9x13 when you do the 12 eggs. Since I'm only doing the 6, I did half the recipe. I'm just using a small, this is just 8x8, okay? And then I use always lazy girl's way of baking something in the oven is by using my parchment paper so I don't dirty this. Less washing, right? Don't have to scrub off anything. You don't even have to put any oil on the bottom here. It just doesn't stick to this paper. Sometimes I have some clips and I clip down this paper here, but I don't have them today. Okay, so then you first put the vegetables on the bottom and then you put the eggs on top. It goes in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes at 400 temperature. I think I'm not gonna make you guys wait anymore, so we're gonna put this in our dish. Should only take you about 4 or 5 minutes to cook these veggies. So let me show you what a beautiful mixture we have here. Look at all those colors. Can you see that? Okay. I just, more colors the better, and really excites me. Makes our meals so beautiful and delicious. So, I don't see any questions. Okay, I'm just gonna add the sausage in there. It's cooked sausage, so it doesn't really need to cook that long here. And now we're gonna add it into our Pyrex. I'm going to taste one of the, where's my fork? Oh, here. Okay, let's not use that. I wanted the potatoes softer. They should be soft, but I'm not gonna have you guys wait. So when everything's cooked, you're gonna put it here in our Pyrex. Okay. So you're going to be using the 9x13, the long one, the rectangle. Okay, so what you do is you put the eggs right on top, and then you just put the cheese that you want on top. I just did 1/4 of a cup shredded mozzarella, keeping it on the light side, okay? Can you guys see that? Okay, the eggs are in there. And then I want to first add some avocado. I'm hoping this is soft enough. This is what I got in the grocery store, so it's perfect. Perfect avocado. So I'm just going to put some slices in there so it could cook in there. You can always add more on the top after you've cooked it and you're ready to eat, but I like it in there. I've added black beans before in here instead of the sausage. You could add black beans. Okay, so you just put that avocado in there. Just using a half avocado for this small one. You can use a whole avocado for the whole recipe. Okay, now time for our cheese. I shredded some mozzarella. So you can see how much flavor this dish has, but how much nutrition at the same time. We don't need to eat boring meals. We need a lot of flavor and healthy nutrition in there, right? So just dump it all. We don't need any leftover cheese here. So my oven's warmed up to 400. Let me show you what this looks like before it goes in. Okay, got a lot of sun in here today. Can you guys see that? So this is gonna go in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Let me show you what it looks like when it comes out. Your whole family is gonna be so excited for brunch. Okay, look what we got right here. Let's cut up a piece so that she's got a little crispy on top. Let's move that out of our way. Let's cut up a slice. So see how you can easily remove that, and then you don't have too much to clean on your Pyrex. Let's do that. So I'm going to cut a piece. So I would cut it so I at least had 2 eggs in my serving size. That's enough to fill me for the morning. And look at that inside. Let me show you. I'm gonna wipe this off. Okay, look at this. So this is breakfast. If you need more, that's up to you. You can add a piece of fruit. You can add onions on top, green onions if you like. You could add more avocado. So many options. So let's see what this tastes like. Can you see? Delicious. I wish I could share this with you. I would just add some more guacamole on there because I love avocado. Probably add a little bit more from this one and really just enjoy that breakfast. Perfect. There's no way you can mess up this easy recipe, believe me. Unless you left it in the oven way too long, you just burnt the heck out of it. But it's too easy, you don't need any cooking skills, and yet you're gonna come out with this healthy breakfast that you're gonna just feel so amazing after eating, and it's gonna give you that energy for the morning, because the last thing I hate is not to have food in the morning, and by 10 o'clock, I'm like scrounging around, and you know what you find at 10 o'clock? You find the office donuts. So this will help you avoid the sweets because you're not going to want it, and you're going to feel so good and you're going to be productive. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, right? That office food. So we got to eat our healthy food so we don't crave that sugar mid-morning. So I hope you guys can make a version of this. It's super easy and healthy. If you have any questions, please put your questions in the chat box so I can answer them for you. The recipe will be posted later today. And I don't see any questions. Super delicious and not too much cleanup. It's not a lot of work. I mean, you have breakfast for the whole week, or if you have a large family for the weekend, Just super easy. I typically make this on Sunday evening and I eat it for the whole week for breakfast. So I can have that in the morning. Okay, let's see. I don't see any questions. I want to thank you guys always for tuning in here and making today. I know it's not Wednesday, but glad you guys made it on Thursday. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. It's almost the weekend, right? On Thursday, we can definitely feel the weekend coming. Stay healthy, and hopefully you'll make this. And if you do make it, come back to the video and let me know. And if you made your own version, maybe you changed the vegetables up to whatever you like, let me know. I'd love to hear about that as well. And if you need a little bit more for breakfast, you can add black beans in here, like I said, or add black beans to the side. It goes very well with it. Okay, so I will be back next Wednesday at 2 o'clock, but actually I'll be back Tuesday with a nutrition topic. So if you want to come and tune into that, please do, and stay healthy. And if you guys are in Foothill Ranch, we are Hoag Health in Foothill Ranch. Come into our building and say hi. We'd love to meet you, and we'd love to meet our followers. And we have a beautiful building here, and it's amazing. We also have a coffee shop, so you can always stop in and have a coffee as well. So my name is Mona Cabrera, and I'm the registered dietitian here at the Lifestyle Program. And thank you for joining, and have a great weekend.